I'm going to be making your face into a tiny little, like, pixie face in 10 minutes. Is that okay with you? Is that okay? Are you sure that's okay? I want to make sure that it's okay. I want to get a triple confirmation that it's okay. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, a quadruple confirmation? Okay, how about we go for an octuple confirmation? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Is that an octuple confirmation that it's okay for me to change your face into a pixie face? Perfect. Okay, I'm going to be changing your face into a pixie face. Okay, first of all, I'm going to have to get you, like, have more of, like, a cat-like cheekbones, right? So I'm going to be pulling your cheekbones forward. Just pulling your cheekbones forward, like, completely forward, cartoonish. And I'm going to be pressing them back, just kind of like having this really high, perfect, just exactly like this, looking like the lion lady, the tiger lady. That takes commitment to get to that point. Honestly, like, it takes immense commitment. I'm going to be just kind of pushing your cheeks back and then raising them forward, pushing your cheeks back, raising them forward, pushing your cheeks back, raising them forward. Okay, excellent. This is gonna be super aesthetic. Okay, this is gonna be super aesthetic. Okay, if you want to keep this, if you want to maintain this look without me having to pull your face, you can just kind of like use contour, like just kind of like, and then you kind of like get that look. But otherwise, I'm just gonna be pulling your face around. Okay, so I'm gonna be taking your nose and I'm just gonna make it pop it, just kind of boop it, just kind of like bop it, just kind of like twirl it, just kind of like zap it, all the way back where it's like practically non-existent, right? Where it's like the nose, the nostrils, there's like bones inside your nose and it's like right here, like mine are right here, and like this is just cartilage, and there's like, that's why you can move it around like this, like your nose is just cartilage. You see, this is your nose and it's just all cartilage, how that's all cartilage and the bone is right here. I'm going to be moving this bone and I'm going to be putting it right up here, okay? So I'm just going to be ripping your cartilage off real quick, okay? And I'm just going to be pressing your nose, like the bone in your nose, back, okay? So I'm going to be pressing it back, that way it's just flat against your face, just flat against your face. Have you ever seen a Chihuahua skull in pictures? Yeah, that's exactly what I'm going to be doing to you, okay? Just completely flat. Okay, so I'm just going to be pressing it completely back, completely back, completely back. Now I'm going to be taking the cartilage on your nose again. I'm just going to be plopping it right back on, okay? Just right there, okay? Now, how are you smelling? Just take a good sniff, just like... Okay, let's just breathe real quick, okay? Let's breathe, okay? We have to go in, count for 4. Hold it. Breathe out. Through your mouth. How was that? Perfect? Great. Okay, so we're going to continue on. I'm going to give you like a tiny little mouth, okay? Tiny little mouth, okay? Just a little tiny little mouth, okay? Tiny little mouth, a little tiny little baby, like a little cupid bow right here, like a tiny little cupid bow right here. And I'm going to be making just tiny little thin nips, okay? Just tiny little thin nips with a little cupid bow right here, alright? Alright, okay, so I'm going to be just trying to make this all tiny, okay? I'm thinning this out, trying to thin out your lips, making sure that your lips are all thinned out, and then I'm just going to be giving you a little tiny little cupid bow. I'm going to be pressing your lips together, okay? Just pressing your lips together. Don't focus on my fingers, focus on my nose. Focus on the dot of my nose while I press your lips together, okay? I'm just going to be indenting your nose, the tip of your lip a little more, okay? Just indenting that, and then I'm going to pull it away from your mouth. That way, the distance between your nose and your lips are really far apart. That way, it's like it's sort of look, right? So I'm just going to be pushing this down, just kind of pulling your lips down, pulling this just like that. Yeah, like kind of like a little tiny tiny little like bird mouth, right? So that all you're going to be eating are seeds. And I'm going to be just kind of like increasing the distance a little more, and I'm going to be making sure that your lips are like right on your chin, right? Just right on your chin, and that your chin is really pokey, but like it's right on your chin, right? So I'm going to be just kind of lowering that down. I'm going to be just taking your chin and just kind of making that into a tiny triangle, right? Like this really pointy triangle where if you like looked at anyone or kind of swiped anyone with your chin, they would be dead, okay? You can just slice a person's jugular with your chin. So I'm just going to be making your chin extra pointy, extra spiky, extra lethal, extra threatening, extra dangerous, extra murderous, extra bloody, extra beautiful. So I'm going to be now just taking your ears. I'm going to make them stand out, make them pop a little more, and I'm going to be just kind of elongating them, right? Just elongating them like an elf, or like Stephen Colbert's one ear. So I'm just going to be taking your ears, okay? Would you mind just kind of like turning your face? Perfect, okay? So I'm just going to be taking your ear real quick. I'm just going to be taking your ear. I'm going to be taking your ear. I'm going to be taking your ear. I'm going to be taking your ear. And I'm just going to make it like pop out a little more. So I'm just going to be kind of like adjusting it so that way it takes, there we go. Just so that way it faces outward. Beautiful. And I'm just going to be taking your ear and I'm going to be plucking it upwards, making it all long and pointy, perfect, all long and pointy. Pointiness is the essence of this look. Now I'm going to ask you to just turn all the way around 180, that way I can have the other ear. Turn all the way around. Perfect. Okay, so I'm just going to be doing exactly what I did to the other ear on this ear. So I'm going to be just taking your ear, I'm going to be just kind of moving it and making it into a side ear where it's really evident right there. Boom, there we go. Right there. Evident right there. Okay, so that way it's like just kind of popping out, just kind of like this. Okay, instead of having ears like that are really flat and you can't even see the ears anymore, I'm gonna have them like this. That way you can see the ears now. So you're like every child's drawing of a person. You look like that now. You look like a child's imagination of a human being, and it is beautiful. So now I'm just gonna be taking your ear. I'm gonna be making it all long and pointy, all long and pointy, all long and pointy, making it extra pointy. That way it's like all mythical and like magical and creative and like sparkly and like glittery and like Disney. Even though Disney's like a really bad company, but it's like I still love Disney. But it's like, damn, why do you have to be such like an evil corporation? Like, wow, like talk about Aldous Huxley and Brave New World. Like if Disney owned the world, I'd be like, ah, damn it. Like I really love Disney, but Disney's an iconic company. Okay, so I'm just gonna be taking your cheekbones. I already took your cheekbones, right? I'm gonna be retaking your cheekbones then. I'm gonna be just taking your cheekbones. They gotta be more pronounced. And I'm gonna add some freckles. Just add some freckles. Splatter these freckles all around your face, like all around your face. Freckles everywhere. Freckles. You can never have enough freckles. Freckles. Perfect. Okay. And I'm going to be working your eyebrows. And I'm going to be making your eyebrows really like sharp and pointy like this, right? Where it's like just kind of like eyebrows like this. And they're going to be really like long. Like they're going to be reaching your hairline practically, like a 1920s flapper, but upwards. So I'm going to be just taking your eyebrows and I'm going to be just lifting them upwards, and then elongating them. And I'm going to be taking your eyes and I'm going to make them really big. Like really big, although we could also go really small too. Either way is really nice. Which way would you prefer, really big or really small? How about one big, one small? Perfect. All right, so I'm going to be taking your right eye and I'm going to make that one really tiny. I'm going to be taking your left eye, I'm going to make that really big, okay? Perfect. Okay, so I'm going to be just taking your right eye and I'm going to be making it really tiny. And on this one, I'm going to make really long eyelashes. I'm going to make really long eyelashes. Okay, so I'm just going to... Perfect, okay. Now I'm going to be taking the other eye and I'm going to make it really big, but I'm going to give him really tiny eyelashes, but these eyelashes are going to be all glittery and they're going to be pink. So I'm going to be taking this eye and I'm going to make it really big. And I'm going to be taking your eyelashes, I'm going to make them really tiny and glittery pink, okay? Cool. So I'm going to be taking your little eyelashes, I'm going to be making them all pink and glittery eyelashes, but also really tiny, pink and glittery, but tiny, pink and glittery, tiny, pink and glittery, tiny, tiny, pink and glittery, tiny, pink and glittery, glittery pink, tiny, glittery pink, tiny, tiny, pink and glittery, tiny. And now we're going to just be working on like, you know, your hair, making sure that it's also there, okay? So we can go with the pixie cut, which is like, you know, super like predictable, or we could go with like a more fanciful haircut if you want, or a more or something that has never been tried before perhaps, but it's really up to you. Like, what kind of hairstyle do you want? The zebra, perfect. Okay, I knew you were gonna say that one. So I'm gonna be just kind of like changing your hair so that way it matches that of the profile of a zebra. So I'm going to be taking your hair, right? I'm going to be taking your hair and I'm just going to be molding it. I'm going to be taking all of your hair, even from the back, okay? I'm going to be taking your hair from the back and I'm just going to be molding it over your head and then pushing it over, okay? I'm just going to be molding it like a work of clay. So there we go. Molding it into a zebra, okay? Molding it into a zebra. Perfect, okay? Now, I'm going to be grabbing this box of glitter, and I'm going to be putting glitter all over you, okay? What is a pixie without glitter, right? Am I right? Like, what is Tinkerbell without her glitter? A flightless, tiny little fairy without flight. She can't fly without glitter. So I'm going to be putting all the glitter on top of you. All the glitter. Right on top of you, okay? All this glitter is going to be right on top of you. All the glitter is going to belong to you, okay? All the glitter is going to belong to you because you're a pretty little fairy pixie and you're going to love it, okay? So we're going to go there and 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 there. All right, so now let's play a hand game. Okay, we're going to play a hand game, okay? I'm a pretty little fairy, little little pretty fairy, pretty little pixie in her little tinker hollow, pretty little fairy, pretty little fairy. Okay, beautiful. Yeah, that was such a lovely little hand game. It's like, wow, so cutesy, right? It's like so cutesy, you're cutesy, I'm cutesy, we're both cutesy playing a cutesy little game. Wow, okay, so now I'm gonna be assigning you to the world. You're gonna be living in the world. Now, would you rather live in like a tree, or in a river, or in a pond, or in the ocean, or in a blade of grass, or in a cloud? Like, there's so many options. Just like, which one feels closest to you? In a snowflake? That's such a perfect choice. Okay, I'm gonna be taking you right. I'm gonna flick you right onto a snowflake, and it's gonna have the most beautiful enchanted castle on the snowflake. Okay, 3, 2,